reading of the honor roll of our departed comrades will be read by United States Army veteran Jim Donkersloot. He will also present this year's Memorial Day address.
It was, to put it in a word, unimaginable. It was a Sunday morning on December 7, 1941. Soldiers were sleeping, sailors were sleeping, and were just about ready to get up. Suddenly, bombs rained from the sky at Pearl Harbor. 6 Japanese aircraft carriers had traveled in strict radio silence for over 3,000 miles. They stopped 230 miles off the Hawaiian Islands. Then the words came, Tora, 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 meaning attack, attack, attack. American battleships were lined up off of Ford Island in Pearl Harbor, sitting as ducks in the water. And the first wave of 360 bombers filled the air. 21 United States ships were sunk or damaged. Over 300 planes were lost, and 2,335 military personnel died. It was unimaginable. Sailors jumped from sinking ships into burning water. It was unimaginable trying to rescue sailors who were living but who were trapped in the hulls of steel ships beneath the water while oil and gas burned all around. It was unimaginable. High school seniors went from classrooms to the battlefields. It was unimaginable. Our local newspaper columns have listed names of men who were drafted. It was unimaginable. The war to end all wars, World War I, was just a prelude to a larger world war. During the war, the courage and bravery of our service personnel was unimaginable. Instead of fleeing in danger, instead of quarantining themselves, orders were issued. Climb that hill, cross that bridge, ford that stream, storm that building, cross that open field, go into that woods, even though the enemy was waiting to shoot. To Andrew Smith, who was working at the Hubble Company in Zeeland on the corner of Washington and State, he heard the call of duty. He went to Kalamazoo and enlisted. He enlisted, and when he served, it was unimaginable. He never had a pass to come home. He enlisted in the Army not for 2 months, not for the duration of the war, but for another emergency, plus 6 months, for however long that might be. He was stationed in New Caledonia, an island near Australia. He was in the Signal Corps, but being stationed in the Pacific on an island was not like going to an island in the Pacific today. He was stationed just outside of Japanese waters, near Southeast Asian countries which had been overrun by the Japanese. 75 years ago, in 1945, the war ended. Andy was given orders to board a carrier, the Casablanca, for a joyous return voyage to the United States. On the way home, however, his ship was caught in an epic storm, and Andy was on deck, and tragically, the waves swept him off the deck of the Casablanca into the dark, dreary ocean waters. Although the carrier stopped and searched, he was never found. He was lost at sea. It was unimaginable. This 5-foot, 11-inch, blonde-haired, 24-year-old young man had made it through the war. He had done his part. He had done everything that his country had asked of him, but he was lost at sea, never able to return home, to his church, to his job at Hubble, to the country that he loved, to his parents, or to his 2 brothers and 2 sisters. It is unimaginable that so many women and so many men have served or serve today in our military. It's unimaginable that this little town of Zeeland, Michigan, that we have more than 410 individuals who served in World War II. It is unimaginable that in this little town of Zeeland that we have remembered today 713 individuals who served their country in the armed forces since the Civil War and who now rest in peace. These individuals dedicated not days, not months, but years of their lives to protect us. It is unimaginable. They ate food they didn't like, slept on the ground or in beds and bunks that were not comfortable, got haircuts they didn't like, wore clothes and shoes they did not pick out, worked long and irregular hours, endured heat, cold, snow, and rain, and followed orders that they didn't like or that put their very lives in harm's way. In spite of all that, I will tell you what truly would be unimaginable. It would be truly unimaginable to live in a country which is not free. It would be unimaginable to live in a country where you could not worship, where you could not vote, where you could not express your opinion or hear the opinion of others. Servicemen and women, you have done everything that our country asked of you. You put the love of family, the love of friends, and the love of country above the love of self. You sacrificed your time, your talents, the best years of your life, and for some of you, your very life's essence, your blood. Today, Andrew Smith is remembered at the Honolulu Memorial in the tablets of the missing. Most recently, he was remembered when his brother Lou passed away just 1 month ago in Hudsonville. Andy, you lived just 24 years. Your brother Lou lived until he was 97. Your life was cut short. You died alone in the waters of the Pacific. Your brother died surrounded by family. Andy, even though you died 75 years ago, your family remembered you. And we remember you. The sands and waves of time have not swept away your memory. Servicemen and servicewomen, you are remembered at holidays, at class reunions, and at family gatherings, and in our hearts and in our minds. Your memory, servicemen and servicewomen, will not be swept away by the passing of time. We will never forget your patriotism, your valor, and the honor with which you have served. What you have done is unimaginable. May God bless you, and may God bless America.
This concludes our Memorial Day services. Thank you for your attendance and for viewing this Memorial Day service, and may God bless America.